First, here's a reminder of exactly what the CAGED system is. When you tune a guitar to standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E, and then play all the notes of the same name, for example, all the C's, or all the G sharps, or all the B flats. It doesn't matter which note you choose, you get the same pattern. This pattern is pretty confusing for anyone learning guitar. It doesn't seem to follow any particular logic. But almost miraculously, there is a logic hidden within it. Each part of the pattern relates to the position of the root notes in each of the 5 basic open chords C, A, G, E and D. And in essence, that is the CAGED system. Simply an easy to remember method of locating notes on the guitar fretboard. There are, however, a great number of ways of utilising the CAGED system. Here is a list of just some of the things it can be used for by guitar teachers, students, songwriters and guitar players. And because of the usefulness of the system, over several decades, many books, articles, online guitar lessons, videos and presentations of all kinds have been made on the subject. Unfortunately, many of these specific applications of the CAGED system have been promoted as being the system itself. And this is how we've ended up with the situation where otherwise perfectly rational guitar teaching authorities are writing articles entitled things like "Why the CAGED system sucks" or "9 reasons why the CAGED system is bad for you." Maybe some of these guys are just cynically exploiting the popularity of the CAGED system and its many applications to market their own systems. But I think it more likely that they simply haven't grasped the difference between the CAGED system itself and one of its many applications. So the wrong way to use the CAGED system is to confuse one of its applications with the system itself. For example, most of the articles I've read condemning the CAGED system are actually condemning the 1 finger per fret scale pattern fingering system as being inferior to the 3 note per string system. The 3 note per string system connects the notes in the CAGED system like this. Whereas the 1 finger per fret system connects the notes like this. Now, in my view, which of these is a better approach to scale fingering is simply a matter of personal preference. But even if you could prove that one method is hands down better than the other, they are still, both of them, simply different ways to connect the notes in the CAGED system. Unfortunately, it seems that somewhere along the line, someone produced a book called something like The CAGED System of Scales for the Guitar. And in it they advocated the one finger per fret system. And this then went on to become identified with the CAGED system by a great number of people who read this book or were exposed to one of its many offshoots. And so we get articles with titles like 3 notes per string versus the CAGED system, which, if you've been following the logic of this lesson, you can see is a complete nonsense. In the next lesson, we'll take a look at how the CAGED system can be used as an organising system. A kind of 5-drawer filing cabinet in which you can store all the licks, riffs and musical phrases that you learn on the guitar. I'll show you how this helps speed up the process of learning things by ear, of remembering things that you've learned long after you learnt them, and of translating what you learn into other keys or moving them onto other sets of strings or other positions on the fretboard. If you found this little lesson interesting, please click on the like button if there is one, or leave a comment, and do feel free to share this video with your friends. And if you'd like to gain full access to all our guitar teaching materials, please visit the Secret Guitar Teacher site and take a free look round at what's available there. See you again soon.